If you're a new cruiser or you got a few cruises under your belt, but you're still not 100% of what to do when you go into a port, I'm going to give you my top 10 port mistakes you don't want to make. All right, stick around. We'll get into this. All right, everybody, my top 10 port mistakes people make. And I've seen this many times on my cruises in the past. And I know going forward, I'll still see people make these mistakes. You know, going into a cruise port gives you an opportunity to see and do things you don't get to do on a regular basis. With land-based vacations, you'll go to one town you've probably been to before. I mean, for us, if I was to go to Disneyland in Anaheim, California, I've been to the LA area many times. I've seen many things. But to get on a cruise ship and go somewhere exotic, to go into the Caribbean islands, into the rainforests, to go down to Mexico and see a different culture on the Baja or the Mexican Riviera, or a cruise to South America, Alaska, you know, you get to experience something really different. So I want to help make your port days the best they can be. All right, let's get into this. Number one, your backpack. Overloading it. If you're going to carry a backpack off the cruise ship, only take the essentials you need. If you're not sure about the weather, carry a hoodie. If you're taking your camera, carry some extra batteries for your camera. A power bank for your cell phone, a couple bottles of water, some aspirin in case you get a headache. Carry only the basics you need. I don't know how many times I've seen people get off the cruise ship and they've got a backpack and they look like they're getting ready to do 30 days on the Pacific Coast Trail. I mean, I just can't imagine carrying a 30, 40-pound backpack through town for the next several hours. Take just what you need. Number two, not understanding the local culture. You know, cruise ships go to a lot of different countries, a lot of different ports. It is not the U.S. There is not, if you go to Ensenada and order a steak, it is not USDA choice beef. This is a different country, and you need to understand that. I know there are some places in the world that if somebody is having a heart attack and you perform CPR on them and they pass away, you're charged with murder. Understand the local culture. You can research it. Go on Google. Find out about the port you're going to be visit and what the culture is. It will make your experience to that culture and that cruise port that much better. Number three, not having a plan. Have some sort of plan before you get off the ship. One, either you're going to be doing an excursion through the ship and you're going to have that time frame laid out for you. If you're not doing an excursion through the ship and you're just going to wander into town and do your own thing, maybe some local shopping, have a plan. We're going from the ship. We're going to walk downtown. It's half a mile. From there, we're going to find somewhere to eat, buy some souvenirs, and then at such and such a time, we're going to make our way back to the ship. Have a plan. I always have a plan for every port I visit, even if I don't get off the ship. I have a plan for what I'll be doing while I'm on the ship, while we're in port. Have a plan. It doesn't hurt. Talk to the people you're traveling with. Talk to your family, your friends, whoever you're cruising with. Plan accordingly so you're back on the ship on time. Not bringing water. This is one of the biggest things I see, especially with all the cruises I do to Ensenada. People don't take water off the ship, and most of the times they're still scared because of the concept behind Mexican water. They don't want to buy bottled water. Bottled water is safe in Mexico. What do you think the locals are drinking? I see people that get dehydrated all the time. especially the ones that are going into town and they're drinking heavy and it's hot out. Carry some water with you. A couple bottles of water is not that heavy to add to your backpack. And if you're going to be out drinking, or if you're going to be out in the sun on a Caribbean island, make sure you're staying hydrated. Not understanding the weather. You know, you plan any trip at home, you always look at what the weather forecast is. Even when you plan to do something near the house. Is it going to be raining? Is it going to be hot? Right now here in Arizona, we're having record high temperatures in the Southwest. I'm not planning a whole lot of stuff outside. Look at your weather forecast for your ports, for your upcoming cruise. Be prepared for it. If you're in the Caribbean, weather can change. It can start out nice and then end up raining. If you're going to Alaska, you could get up in the morning, it could be 40 degrees. You could get up in the morning, it could be 80 degrees. But then that could change by afternoon. If it's nice and warm, it could be cold by then. Or if it's cold, it could be hot by then. Pay attention to what the local weather is. There's several free apps that you can get for your phone, and they'll give you information and the weather forecast for the port you're going to be visiting. Overextending your time. I don't know how many times I've been with people that they haven't cruised a lot. They've only done it a few times. And we get to port and we have a plan, but then they want to start adding a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here. Don't overdo it. Time will get ahead of you, and you are on the ship's schedule. Don't overbook anything. If you're doing an excursion and you're due to be back near the port at such and such a time, know exactly how much time you have left before you've got to be back to the ship, and then be back early. Don't get back to the port and then go running somewhere else. This is why it's important to have a plan. Not bringing enough cash. Pretty much every port that a cruise ship goes to in the Caribbean, Alaska, Canada, Mexico, they accept the American dollar. You'll be fine traveling with cash. Carry small bills, especially if you're in places where you can negotiate and try to get a better deal. Carry cash and make sure you have enough for what you want to do that day. I don't know how many times, and I've been at fault of this, I didn't want to carry all my cash into town, so I would carry a small amount, and then we'd come across or decide we want to do something and I did not have enough cash on me. Make sure you're carrying enough cash. And since we're talking about cash, let's talk about a failure to bargain. Most cruise ports, and I say most because if you go down to Mexico, you can go through the gift shops, you can negotiate those prices. Now there's some places you just cannot negotiate prices. Number one, if you go to Cozumel, you're not going to be able to negotiate prices. And I say that because they get multiple cruise ships a day. If a vendor doesn't sell something to you, they'll sell it to the next person. Now, when I go to Ensenada, they don't see many ships. They might see 2 a day on an occasion. They get that one window of opportunity to make a sale, or they're going to have to wait several days to make the next sale. They'll negotiate with you. You go to Alaska. Alaska runs their gift shops just like I run my gift shop on Route 66. I don't negotiate. My prices are on the product. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. Move on. Know the port you're going to. Research it. And if you can negotiate, negotiate. Get the best price you can, because chances are, when you're looking at that magnet in Mexico that they want $7 for, chances are they bought it from China for $1. So if you get them to $3, you're doing good. Negotiate. And then the biggest one, know your exchange rate. I have stopped so many people from getting ripped off in Ensenada because they're suddenly wheeling and dealing. The vendor is talking to them in pesos, and they keep asking, well, how much for American dollars? And then when I'm hearing the numbers, I'm realizing that vendor's giving him or her 10 pesos to the dollar. Well, the current exchange rate's 21 pesos to the dollar. So not only are they raising the price on this product on these people, they're also doubling their money because of the exchange rate. Know your exchange rate. It's very, very important. All right, I hope these tips help you. And I've got one last one for you. Don't be late to this ship. Don't be that person. I've never seen a ship leave anybody, but I know they do, and I know they will. Don't be late. I always live by this philosophy of 10 minutes early is on time, 15 minutes early is early. Be back to the ship on time. Don't be a pier runner. But if you do decide to do it and you do run late, make sure you've got extra batteries in your backpack, I told you earlier, for your camera so you can take some nice pictures of the ship as it's leaving port. All right, until next time, I am out of here.